Welcome back to the Start Your Fashion Business channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm the host of this channel. If you want to learn about all things fashion business, then you've come to the right place. So for today's video, I actually have your questions here in my hand. And this is from my broadcast channel. And if you are not in there yet, then you definitely want to join. It's my Instagram broadcast channel. And this is my Instagram. So make sure to follow me there. Inside my broadcast channel, I drop also some fashion business tips, but also BTS and all the exclusive offers. So if there's a discount or anything, you're gonna be the first to know inside of that channel. So you definitely want to join. And there's always opportunities for you to ask questions too. So that's why I want to make this video, because this question is about social media growth. And that is, of course, something that is very important when you have a brand, whether you are in your pre-launch stage or you've already launched, because you're going to, of course, launch a new collection again. So I posted a question box about what questions you have about social media growth, and I have it here. I'm going to be answering 4 questions for you in today's video. So by the way, for those of you that are new here, make sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell notifications so that you don't miss any of my videos. I started this channel to share fashion business tips because I've been in the industry for over 14 years, or 14 plus, like I'm losing count. I'm a brand owner, I'm an ethical garment manufacturer, and I'm also a fashion business mentor. And it's actually funny because when I started my brand, social media is definitely not like how it is today. It was Facebook. So when I started my brand, Facebook was one of the main social media platforms. So I was heavily focused on my Facebook page. Facebook has the business pages. Now people don't really do that anymore. But at the time, that was what we were focusing on and relying on. And now obviously Instagram is such a major player. But when I started my brand, people were just using Instagram to share food photos and, put those filters on. So people were not using it for their brand and their business. But nowadays, if I were to start my brand all over again in 2024, I would 100% utilize social media from the get-go, even if I don't have products yet. Okay, so let's go into the questions. Question number 1, what compels customers to follow and engage before product offering? I think customers need to emotionally connect. And I think if you don't have products yet, the way that you can do that is actually to show up as the founder and be sharing your journey of building this brand so that people get invested in your journey and in your story. Because at the end of the day, people buy from people and people relate to you through stories. And so if you don't have any products, you really have to focus on storytelling. And now people are yearning authenticity, and they also are gravitating more towards seeing the behind the scenes, especially when it comes to founders. And that's why you can even see this, Mark Zuckerberg, for example. We all used to hate him, or people didn't really have nice things to say about him. But recently, it's as if he rebranded, and now people are warming up to him. And you can Google this because it's definitely shifting, because there's more of an interest in founder-led brands, because before, I would say maybe 2 years ago, you can start a brand and not really be the face of it, and now there needs to be a face of it, whether it's you, the founder, or you having a social media manager who is kind of the face of the brand. That is going to put a mascot of the brand, so that your customers or your potential customers can start relating to the brand and having that more personal, emotional connection. So that is what will make them want to follow you, because they want to see, okay, what's next? What are you going what is the challenge that they're overcoming right now? How are they overcoming it? So you're literally showing how you are building this brand in front of your audience online. And if you need some inspiration, you can go ahead on TikTok. TikTok is like definitely more of the platform where a lot of the founders are just being more transparent and showing their journey. And literally those accounts are doing so well right now. And then, of course, people start to be invested in you, so they're gonna already love the brand. And because if you also bring them into designing and developing the product, by the time that you do drop your product, they're then going to be wanting to buy it. So that's question number one. Now let's go to question number two. Should we pay for ads before products to increase reach and growth? So I would never boost an Instagram post because that doesn't do anything. If you do want to set up ads, you definitely don't need to before you have products. It's better for you to save that money because you want to make sure that you are able to get people to organically want to follow you. Because even if you are going to do ads later on, if people are not buying from you organically, it doesn't mean that they're going to buy from you if you have paid ads. And it's specifically important when you start paying for traffic is that you have a very like cohesive and solid customer journey, and that like your funnel is working, okay? Because if you're sending traffic and then your website isn't converting, then you're just basically throwing money down the drain. And if you do want to purchase traffic to have them follow your Instagram page, I just don't think that that's like the priority to do. I would instead do more like organic collaborations, maybe like partnering with an influencer or like doing a giveaway and building a community that way, as opposed to paying for traffic and unless you already have products, if that makes sense. So long story short, don't pay for ads before you launch your products, because I think it's like a waste of money to do it too early. Now, what you can do, which is what a brand did years ago, there's this brand called Girlfriend Collective, and they actually did a very smart strategy where, leading up to the launch, they did an ad, and I got the ad because I was targeted. I'm a millennial woman. I was like literally their target market. And they said, I think they were one of the first kind of sustainable like leggings. So their copy was like X amount of recycled bottles in this pair of leggings, and then get your free pair. And so of course you're like, oh my God, I can get a free pair of leggings. But then when you actually, click on the ad, then they get you to pay for the shipping, and the shipping was $17. So obviously it's not free, and the shipping itself is definitely not 17, but the cost of the shipping and the cost of the leggings probably is. So they make you think that you're getting it for free, but in actual fact, you're like paying to get a gift. But this is a clever strategy because you can do that when you're running ads and give something for free to get people to want to opt in. And obviously the people that are opting in are the people that are qualified and like your brand. But in reality, they're paying to get the item, and you're probably profiting a little bit. And I'm sure that they did, because the leggings probably cost them like $7 to make, and the shipping was probably $5 because it was the shipping was in the US. And so again, this would not work if you're doing international shipping, but they were catering to the people in the US. So yeah, probably $7 for the leggings, or $10 for the leggings, $5 for the shipping. And so they profited another few dollars, which was for probably the cost per lead of the ads. So you could do something like that. But again, it really has to be mapped out. Like you have to have a solid funnel and a high converting website if you're going to do that. Okay, question 3, how to increase engagement. Well, it depends on where you're at, but if you're a new account or a new brand, the way to increase engagement is, of course, to be putting out a lot more content. Like you have to put out volume, and that way the algorithm is going to learn about you, and it's going to push your content right to people, and then you're going to see, okay, which of the content actually does well. And then because if you're just posting like inconsistently once or 2 or 3 times a week, then yeah, of course your engagement isn't going to grow as fast as if you were to post maybe like 6 or 7 times a week, right? Now, it's important to look at the analytics too. You want to post when most people are like the most active. So you have to check that. And on top of that, it's social media. So it's also about socializing. So if you want to engage, if you want to get more engagement, you also have to engage with other accounts. And I'm not talking about like dropping an emoji here and there. No, like actually meaningfully engage and be part of conversations. And you can do this by, for example, like you have your list of influencers who are your dream influencers you want to work with. You can engage on their pages. So then their not customers, their followers will see your brand too. And if your brand like resonates with the aesthetic of the influencer, then of course, like, the goal is that she will also follow your brand, but her followers that love that same aesthetic will then see your brand and hopefully follow too. So don't forget to engage. It is social media after all. So engage with other accounts too. And of course, you can put out viral content, and viral content can be like memes or something that's like trending, like a topic that people are talking about right now, and you put your own spin on it. That is definitely kind of a quick fix to increase the engagement. But again, you want that engagement to convert. So not, you don't want just people liking a post and then not following you. So give them a reason to follow, and perhaps even give them a reason to get on your email list. Okay, last and final question. How does the algorithm in social media work? To be honest, this is something that nobody has an answer to. No social media guru, probably only the people in Instagram know how the algorithm works. But there's a couple of things that I do know. And this is something that you can verify as well. And I would recommend all Instagram brand accounts to switch to a creator account, even if you're a fashion brand. And if you can get the Meta verified subscription, do that, because then you can actually talk to somebody at Meta and even ask them like, hey, can you share some tips? Because again, the algorithm is always changing. But this is what I know. So lately, like story views have been dropping. And of course, like a few years ago, like I think my story views was like 3 to 4 times, even 5 times more than it was like this year. So I was like, what is going on? Because you guys know they keep changing the algorithm, then like strategies from last year don't work this year. So what I know with the story views dropping and how to kind of like mitigate that and fix that is to actually let your stories expire as opposed to posting stories throughout the day. And so again, you can test this out now. This might work for you, might not work for you, but it works for me. And it probably won't work 6 months from now. But this is one way to, like kind of like have the algorithm be in your favor again when it comes to IG story views. Is you post a story and you only do around like 4 to 6 stories max. And the story definitely has to be captivating. So the first story does need to be captivating so people actually like pause. And the captivating element can be like the hook or the visual itself, right? But you want to have that, and then don't do more than 6 stories, and then you don't post stories again until it actually expires. So you let it expire after a 24-hour window. And if your story views are still low, what Meta recommends, this is from the Meta verified people, is to actually take a 24-hour break. So you don't post anything for 24 hours. And honestly, this has worked for me. So try it out. But another thing I would recommend is to follow Mozeri. He is the head of Instagram. He's always sharing the updates. So, when it comes to stuff to do with the algorithm, he's going to be your best guy. But if you are looking for, a done-for-you content plan, if posting on Instagram sometimes feels like overwhelming for you and you don't know what to post, and you're spending hours and hours scrolling on Instagram looking for like inspo, trending reels, and all of that. And if you do that and at the end you're not posting too, then I really want to invite you to join the Self-Made Circle, which is our membership for brand owners who want to grow their online visibility through social media, no matter what stage you're in. If you're building your brand and you're still yet to launch and you don't have products yet, this membership is for you. And it's also for you if you have a brand and you're just looking to grow more on social media without hiring a social media manager. Because inside the membership, I drop a done for you content plan every month. So you get a 30-day new content plan. And inside that content plan, I include like trending audios for reels, all the reel inspos, strategies, any changes, updates, everything in one place so that you can just focus on actually taking the content as opposed to figuring out what to do and what's trending this month. So if you need help with that, because it's going to save you time, honestly, and definitely save you money as well, because you don't have to hire a social media manager, then check out the link below. I'm going to drop the membership link there. It is a month-to-month membership, but if you actually join the annual membership, you're going to get also the brand owner social suite, which is a set of 100 social media templates. And this is going to save so much time in your content creation process, make your feed super cohesive. They're beautiful templates that we designed for brand owners specifically. So you can grab that. Plus, you can get a personalized Instagram audit from me. So that's available for you if you join the annual membership. And I'm actually doing something exciting in August inside of this membership. So we're doing a challenge. That's all I'm going to say now. So if you need a kick in the butt when it comes to your social media strategies, make sure to join this membership by August 1st. So yeah, that's all I got for you for today, and all the links are below, and I will see you in the next one.